Hellcat.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing the top 5 best tanks in tier 8. Now I'm going to try to include most texture tanks because I think that was going to be fair for the free-to-play players, but I think we all know most of these in this top 5 are going to be, well, sadly they're going to be premium, but welcome to Wargame. Anyways, without losing too much time, guys, let's just jump right into it. So, coming in at number 5, it's going to be, of course, going to belong to the Tiger 2. Now, the Tiger 2 is definitely one of the best and strongest, and probably the most fun tier 8 tanks in the game. Now, we could say the KV4 is up here with the Tiger 2 because it did get its buff and it is extremely good with its side armor and all of its armor profile. But yeah, the Tiger 2 bounces everything it comes. Like, you cannot penetrate the Tiger 2 when you're top tier. When you're top tier in the Tiger 2, you bounce everything, almost everything your way. You're gonna bounce everything your way. But when people spam gold, you can get penetrated like this. He did get me, and he was using gold because he did penetrate me in the side cheek when I looked a little bit. Even though when you look a little bit in the Tiger 2, you can easily penetrate its side turret. So you need to take a note, guys, that you do have a kind of weak turret side armor, and you do have weak side armor in the hull as well. So you need to be careful. And what you do in the Tiger 2, you always face forward. You always face forward. And you show your armor. And the good thing is about the Tiger 2, which I really love about it, is that the Tiger 2 has something that not many heavy tanks have in the game. Well, let's say barely any heavy tanks have in the game. And that is when it's got a strong bottom plate. The bottom plate in the Tiger 2 is exact same on the top part of the hull. And it's pretty strong, and you can't penetrate unless you use gold. And not all the time gold can't penetrate unless you're like a medium. The gold, unless you're like a TD or a heavy tank, you can penetrate it. But when you're like a medium with gold or light with gold, you can't penetrate at all unless you're like a tier 9. So the Tiger 2 is definitely a force to be reckoned with, and it is definitely the strongest texture tank in the game so far because it's an amazing armor profile. I'm gonna try and show you guys the armor profile right now with the pictures and all this, and oh my god, the Tiger 2 armor profile is just amazing. We bounce a shell on the T-44 and we are destroying their medium side. We do miss that shot there, but it was a little bit derpy. The T-71 is penetrating me though. He does, when I get distracted, that T-71 is getting side shots into me, so I really do need to take him out because he is doing damage. So I'm going to try and take out the T-71, boys, because he is doing damage to me. So I'm going to try and use HE. Can we get the HE in? No, we get the Drex and we do fail. So we're going to try and push the T-71, try and take him out because he is penetrating and he is, let's just say, he's distracting the T really badly. So I'm going to try and take up the T-71, but I do see a juicy T-44. And he's going to penetrate me again, the T-71. But I am going to show my front plate armor, try to get some bounces, but yeah, the T-71 can do anything here. I am running out of ammo because I didn't put much ammo, believe it or not, when I started this, but we'll have to save that for another video because I do not know why I loaded so much less ammo in my Tiger 2 in this game. So we're going to get another ricochet on the T-44, and yeah, so we are going to bounce a T-44. We've got one more shell left. Are we going to penetrate? No, we're not. Anyways, this is going to be number 5, the Tiger 2. Amazing tank, amazing armor profile, a good mobility. So let's just... Coming into number 4, it is of course the Chrysler K. Now, of course, I love this tank. It's one of my favorite heavy tanks in the game in tier 8 because, boy, is this fun to play. Now, the thing is with the Chrysler K that what I really don't kind of like about it is its penetration with the gun and its accuracy. The accuracy on this tank is a bit derpy, and I don't know why. It's just a 105, but it's still derpy, and it makes no sense for why it has Russian accuracy, let's say. But we're gonna try and go hold down. Oh my god, voice crack compilation, guys, coming soon. We're gonna try and go hold down against the Centurion. We do bounce a shell there. We're using our amazing turret armor. and we bounce a shell again. Somehow, our turret is bouncing left, right, and center. We are going to angle here. He does get access to the bottom plate, which is kind of lucky. As you can see here, he gets access to the bottom plate. So I know my bottom plate is exposed, and that's the only part they can penetrate. So what I'm going to try and do is hide that bottom plate, so they have no chance of penetrating unless they go for the puller, or unless they just use HE. Now that I was talking about, if we take a second to look back at that armor perk from the KV4, amazing slide armor, absolutely amazing, but we're not going to talk about the KV4, we're talking about the Chrysler K. The AMX 100 is penning us every time, so we need to be careful here, because he is penetrating this every time. And we're going to side scrape more, because this is a side scraping god. This is absolutely amazing. I'm going to show you a picture, guys, of the armor profile on the Chrysler K, as it's one of the most amazing armor profiles in tier 8. And we're going to try and side scrape against the Lorraine. We do lag a bit, so we couldn't get the angle correctly, but we do get penned by the AMX in the side because I didn't see him, and he's going to get our tracks again, which is really annoying, but we are going to deal with the AMX. So we could go for a HE, but I didn't want to risk it, so we did go for an AP just to guarantee the penetration and the hit, and the AMX does die eventually. So we're going to take out the Eastern 5 now. We get a nice high roll into that Eastern 5, which is was that a 330 damage? I think that was, I can't remember, but that was a nice roll. It was a high roll. We get another high roll into the Lorraine, and we are going to try and face hug, try and get some bounces, and there he goes. Now the KV4 is going to go for one of our teammates, but he is eventually going to lose a lot of hit points, and he is going to die eventually. So we are going to farm the KV2, and he's going to die. There we go. We did end off in a high roll, and we did block 2.2k damage, which is amazing in this sort of tank. And you get this usually, like you get this every game. Like it's not something rare to block 2.2k damage in the Chrysler K. You're gonna block at least 3k every game. It's average. Anyway, coming in at number 3, guys, is of course the WZ122/2 heavy tank tier 8 Chinese. Now most people in this game on the WZ122 all have heard of the tank, and I'm gonna tell you guys that this is probably one of the most strongest Chinese tier 8 premium tanks, or even one of the most strongest in the game, tier for tier anyways. So this tank combines armor, speed. The gun is alright. I mean, in medium range, I do hit a lot of shots, but in long range, like, I never hit a shot. Like, this gun is so poor for its accuracy, but we are going to try and snipe, which you should not do in this tank. It's one of the best brawler tanks in the game, and you do use this tank as a brawler, but as they all went medium side, we can't really do anything, but we do get a nice shot into that T-44. So we're going to, for the start of the game, we're going to try and get some shots on those mediums and their lights, because obviously they did not go our way, which is kind of bad for us because we do not have, we're fast, but we're not that fast to try and speed over there to try and get them. We are going to try and sneak H into the T-44, but he does eventually die by the T-28, which he gets a nice shell into him. So fair play to T-28 for getting a nice shell in there when he's playing a really shitty tank. And we're going to try and get a sneaky blind shot, but we do miss, and our shell does hit where we did not want it to go. So that is really unfortunate for us because we did get really unlucky. And we do see the EMX trying to, I think he's trying to peek some shots onto us. I don't really know. I think we are unspotted at this point, but I don't know, he could have got some sneaky shots onto us, but I did see him there. So we're going to try and go for the AMX, but we do need to take in mind the I-6 is at the side of us, but he does bounce, which is kind of surprising actually. How did he bounce? I think he might have shot for the turret or the sidearm, I got no clue, but he did bounce, which is good for us. And we're going to try and go take out the AMX, but the thing is, the Annihilator does get in my way, so he is slowing our pace just to try and take out the AMX. Now we need to be careful here because there are still some mediums alive up that hill that will try and get some shots onto us, like the Chattery, which is still alive and still ready to battle. We are going to sneak H into the AMX, and we do get a 495 roll, which is pretty good. And we're going to try and get another APCR into this AMX, hopefully finishing him off and get him out of the game. So we're going to go for HE actually. There goes his turret, we hit the Amarak, and eventually the Chairi is going to be spotted now, and he's going to try and get some shots onto us. There is the Chairi, and we're hopefully going to take him out. Are we going to take him out? We do miss. So that is the accuracy for the WZ. It is very poor, and Jesus, is this accuracy really bad. But we're going to try and get another shot into the Chairi, hopefully not trying to miss. But are we going to kill him though? Will we kill him? Even if we hit him, are we going to kill him? Let's see. Nope, we do get a low roll. 340. Very poor roll, but we are doing pretty well. I mean, we did hold off. We took out one people. We got one kill. We did get one kill. We're doing pretty well. So I'm kind of stuck here. I do want to try and drown myself, which would be very embarrassing, but we are stuck. We are really stuck because we can't. If we're gonna go this way, we're gonna be really slow. But and unfortunate for us that this is the only way we can escape. But I guess we could have tried to go this way, or we could have tried and got up the hill, but it would have been really slow. So I think the loss wasn't really my fault, but I guess I could have been more supporting in this game. So we're gonna try and get HE. We're gonna pretend that we're not there, and we do get HE to that Chairi because he did think we're not looking, but we always were. So we're gonna try and take out the T28 and the FT, because I feel like if we take these guys out, then it's an automatic win. But we're gonna have to see. So we do get a lovely roll into the FB, which I do get surprised that you do get amazing rolls in the WZ. You get absolutely amazing rolls. So the T28 is gonna push us, and I had no clue where that shot. In my opinion, that should have hit, but if that shell hit, this game would have changed so easily. But he does bounce me, and he's gonna keep bouncing me. This T28 is not gonna pen me at all, but I am gonna take him out anyway because he is dangerous to me. But so is that Sue. Like, that Sue is penetrating me every time with HE, so I do need to be careful on this. But we are going to take out the T28, so there goes the T28, and we are going to try and take out the FD. Lucky for us, the FD does bounce our side, and we are going to get a nice shot on him. But the Sue is obviously going to kill us with the HE, which he has been spamming the whole game. So there we go. And the Sue eventually does take us out, which is very unfortunate for us. But we did get 4 kills, which is really respectable. 2k blocked in the WZ, so you do get this is probably one of the most tanks that you do block a lot of damage in the open. Like, you can be in the open with this tank and probably do bounce a lot of shells because your bomb play. Moving on to number 2, guys, is of course the Action X, and we are on. I'm trying to. What is this map called? Hellas. We are on Hellas. There we go. We are going to be on Hellas, and we are top tier, which is really good for us. And we're going to try and go hold down. Now, the armor profile in the Action X is so good, but the issue is with the Action X, where I've been playing over the years, that the top play is really weak, but it's not really weak, but in face hug or medium positions, you will be penetrated by tier 9s and heavy penetrating TDs and tier 8 or even heavy tanks, which is quite poor, but you can't always rely on good, amazing armor profiles. But the good thing about the Action X is its turret armor. Oh my goodness, is this turret armor amazing. So we're going to try and go left side and take out their mediums and their lights, because I feel like their mediums and lights are the biggest threat towards us. I don't think their heavies are as much of a threat and pros much of a threat because I feel like if we take their fast tanks out, and they're easy kills anyway, they're easy damage, so. And which I get really confused, by the way. How the hell did I bounce that HE? I got no clue, but we're going to try and take out their meds and their lights, and then we're going to try and slow them down, and we are going to eventually get a win, because they do have an object in middle. These heavy tanks that can't fight without their team, because they have got so slow reloads. And we're going to try and sneak a shell into this object. Are we going to sneak one, though? I don't think we can, because he is, of course, using his amazing turret armor, and we can't get the shell off anyway because the rock was in front of us. So, yeah, that's a rip in the chat for the rock. So we're gonna try and get a shell into the Jag Panther. We could actually HE them. I don't think so. but we didn't go for it. We went to go for the AP. We're gonna shoot the email. We do bounce a paper tank. Like it says it's paper, but we do bounce a shell, which is really confusing. But we do get an Amarak, which is amazing, and we do keep getting Amaraks on this mill 1, which is very good for us. But unfortunately for us, we don't get the Amarak. So it's not the best, but we do damage the Amarak, and we do bounce the object from the side because obviously this armor profile in the object 252 is absolutely broken. I'm gonna show you guys the armor profile of the Action X, so I can show you how good this actually is and how strong the Action X is. Really good in hold down and all this. The Action X is meant for hold down. It's meant for a brawler. It is definitely a brawler tank, and you can use the turret armor and all this to create chaos and hopefully win the game. We are going to try and take some shots onto this ML1, and we do get some nice rolls. We get 204 roll there, which is amazing. We're going to get another high roll here, 206, which is amazing. And we are going to try and damage this Amarak, which we do here, and he's eventually going to die to us now. So that's the ML1 gone, and that's the victory. And the Action X, definitely amazing, still paid to win, and probably is one of the best tier 8 premiums out there. Well, one of the best tier 8 premiums. Anyways guys, that's enough for the Action X. We had an amazing game. I think you all guys guessed it. I think you all knew this was gonna happen in this tier list, obviously. Oh, it had to happen. The Object 252U. One of the most overpowered tier 8 premiums in the game. And I'm going to explain to you why. The arm profile, gun, and its speed is alright. So I'm going to explain to you guys why this tank is just so overpowered, and why this tank is... It's not fun to... It can be fun, but it's not a tank I would really play 24/7. You know, I wouldn't really play it. So I'd rather play Gravedigger or Annihilator or something like this, but it is still an amazing tank, and you do get 500 damage in each shot, so this is just amazing. So we're going to try and take out the Tiger 1s and the Indians. So we do miss the shot on that Indian Panzer, but we're on hold down. There's nothing they can do. They cannot penetrate us at all. So this is amazing for us. And the good thing is about the object that you can get 500 damage rolls. Like, it's not a high roll as well. Like, it's just it can be a normal roll. And this is the good thing about the object. So we're gonna try and get a shot into this Tiger 1. Hopefully we're gonna sneak one into his hatch. Are we gonna get him? Yes, we do. 426, amazing damage, but we do get shot in the bottom plate. I think that was the bottom plate. I think it was. Maybe even the track. I don't really know, because the shell mark is not on our tank, but he might have got us in the track, I think, because there was no damage. But we're going to try and take out the Tiger 1, but the Mill 1 is definitely sniping us in the back. So we're going to try and take out the Tiger. Are we going to sink shell into him? No, we do not. We do, unfortunately for us, we do hit the floor, which is the accuracy on the Object 252. I like to talk about. It's not the best. It's not the best accuracy, but it is pretty good. It's pretty good for like a 4. For like, if you compare it to like the WZ or something like this, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So we're gonna try and get another H into the ST mill, which is what we do, and we do hit him, and we do get another nice roll into the mill. Now the Tiger 1 is gonna keep penetrating us, but we are gonna face hug him, so there is no hope in hell that he's gonna penetrate. So the Tiger 1 does eventually just get absolutely destroyed. Now this game ended so fast. Like, you're gonna see the Lowy now. You're gonna see what the hell is this Lowy doing. He's in the spawn, doing absolutely nothing. He's not even AFK. He's just spinning his turret around, doing nothing. He's shooting the floor. Yeah, I do feel bad for their team. So we are gonna stick shot into this Lower, and our Jack player is going to take him out with ease, because what the hell is the low even doing? We should check his rem rate. We are going to check his rem rate, because that was absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to check the rem rate and the lowy, because I think it's a must, because oh my god, what was he doing? But we do pop off with 2,000, almost 3k damage in the object, which is obviously common, and we do get a lot of credits, 65,000 credits, which is amazing, and we do get the top damage. So we are going to check the Lova's win rate because I feel like it's a must, because oh my god, what was he doing? 50% win rate, okay. So I don't think he has the 50% win rate. Maybe it was pink, maybe I'm being a bit too more peckish, but I don't know. We're going to have to stay up for another episode for a World of Dummies, but honestly guys, thank you all so much for the subs and all the support, and thank you all for tuning and hopefully watching the video. I hope I'm going to see you in the next video, and I'm going to do more streams for you guys as well. Comment down below guys on what video you would like me to do next, a review on, or even more top 5. I am actually going to start a World of Dummies or a series because I feel like it's a must. It's